Prestige Wrestling debuts at the Bossa Nova Ballroom in Portland, Oregon. Our first time in the City of Roses. My name is Joe Dombrowski. We're kicking it off strong, an attribute of the strong, because the ace of Prestige is set to hit the ring. It's going to be a dynamic, action-packed night, and many of these fans will see for the first time why Prestige is the talk of the Northwest.
Introducing first, from south of the border, he is the Lucha Ghoul. This is Sonico!
Sonico has been in the ring with a who's who of Prestige Wrestling. Hey, a who's who of professional wrestling as a whole. Look at the likes of DJ Z, of Super Crazy, of TJ Perkins, Juventud Guerrero. Who can forget about his storied rivalry with Drexel that lasted many months and seemed to have been sparked once again when Drexel perhaps went a little bit too far. The matchup with Sonico's longtime friend Su Yung. We'll talk a lot more about that in this broadcast. But I couldn't think of a better athlete for these fans to see, to get a taste of what Prestige is all about right out of the gate than this young man Sonico from south of the border.
And his opponent. Sultan of Stomp,
Well, while Sonico has been front and center as one of the preeminent names and faces of this brand, many refer to Ethan HD as a hidden gem in the Pacific Northwest. He has quietly amassed a very formidable reputation as one of the stars to beat, and his matches with Simon Grimm and PCO, and I think especially Chavo Guerrero, really helped Ethan HD become one to watch in the eyes of many critics, many fans, many insiders, all alike. And Sonico may not quite have the legend behind him yet of a Chavo Guerrero, but certainly in the amount of time and tenure Sonico's put in, he has developed an incredible reputation. And you can hear the results of much of that reputation. Certainly many Prestige regulars are joining us here tonight. Bossa Nova Ballroom, but in addition, many first-time fans. And whenever I see Sonico, as you hear the reaction to Ethan HD as well, the Sultan of Stomp living up to that namesake, figuratively speaking. We'll see if that becomes a literal effect in this matchup. Respect is very apparent. But to finish my point, whenever I look at Sonico, first thing I do is look directly into the man's eyes. They say the eyes are the window to the soul, and I always see a focus on Sonico that simply transcends most other athletes. I see the determination, and it's hard to read as you see Ethan able to slip free from the grasp, but you know, it's hard to read someone's demeanor, their emotions, their facial expressions, oftentimes. And, you know, certainly with masked wrestlers, that becomes a tenfold issue. But Sonico, that focus and determination almost bleeds through that mask. It certainly is something that, whether you're in the ring with him or whether you're watching from afar, you can tell as the shoulder comes up at one. Not a knock on anybody, in or out of prestige, but Sonico wants it a little bit more than I'd say 99% of the athletes I've come into contact with. Sonico bridging up. Great neck strength. Ethan drops down, or attempts to. Tries to take away that leverage of Sonico. Sonico's shoulders trapped for a moment. And check out that agility back to his feet, that lucha libre influence. Sonico has certainly been brought up on the lucha style. It's his roots, it's his foundation, but it's very well rounded. As well as the pace quickens, that's advantage Sonico in my estimation. But Ethan went up to that Stomp namesake. Sonico a hair quicker. Ethan says you were that close. Gonna hug it out. That's respect, but quickly Ethan turns things around. The body struck cradle. Only got one that time, and a lot to be said about mutual respect. A nice prawn hold by Sonico, traps his shoulders near fall. But man, when you're in a competitive environment, sometimes a hug can be dangerous. And check out Ethan. Great leverage move. Traps Sonico for two. And Sonico trapped Ethan. This is back and forth counter wrestling. Can you top this? Oh! Sonico went for what could have been a beheading blow to Ethan HD. Matchup. I think we're at a stalemate. We're not seeing any hugs or any affection this time, as those competitive juices are flowing a bit further. And Sonico takes to the air. Double spring hurricane, simply breathtaking. And Ethan HD is one of the best, but he needed a breather. And perhaps baiting Sonico into a trap as Ethan met Sonico coming in. Ethan showing that resourcefulness, that wherewithal. Those brains showcasing why Ethan has trained as a head trainer with the Great Khali's school, as well as Bad Luck Fale. Wait a minute. Number of springs on his own. And just hit a guy if all else fails. Got the Hurricane Rana. It wasn't as graceful as Sonico, but perhaps a similar end result. Well, as entertaining as that was, Ethan does not want to compete in a Sonico-style matchup. Pace quickens, change direction, Sonico. Flying headbutt connects, that's exactly why you don't want to play Sonico's game. And we talked about Sonico helping out Su Yung in the clutches of Drexel. It's Sonico with a suicide dive to the floor. Sometimes wrestling Drexel seemed like a suicide mission, but that's a whole other sort by Sonico a moment ago when he connected.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
top to Ethan reverberated throughout this packed ballroom. The sound narrates the story better than I could. But this aggression of Sonico is a byproduct of that Drexel rivalry we've touched on. Ow. And in Spokane on August the 2nd, Sonico and Su Yung team take on Drexel and Christina Von Eerie in what is being called a No Lives Matter matchup as the Drexel-Sonico rivalry rekindles as a result of that Su Yung incident last time we were with you. We are not sure what a No Lives Matter rules match is, but we can only surmise it's gonna get ugly as Sonico with a basement dropkick, great hang time on Ethan HD. I think Sonico physically, mentally, as we have a cover for 2, is trying to prepare himself for that contest. There's no way to fully prepare yourself. I want to underscore try in that sentence, try to prepare himself, because when you enter a matchup with Drexel, you don't come out the same. And we have a luchador channeling Ric Flair, figure 4 leg lock. I'm not sure if that'll be a factor in a No Lives Matter match. But that's the only way Drexel would accept that contest. You know it's going to be violent. You know it's going to be not a pretty sight in many occasions, but certainly not a great feeling for Ethan HD right now, attempting to battle out of the figure 4 leg lock. Oh! Again, Ethan trying to quicken the pace. Sonico waiting with a huge boot. This crowd continues to be electric towards Sonico. One of the most important matches of Ethan's career. But it's Sonico now with the round kicks. But check out the guts of Ethan. Ethan not backing down, not letting up. He's back on his feet. He's daring Sonico to give him more. Oh. Sonico outsmarts Ethan again. Ethan was bracing for the kick. One prepared for left of the jaw. Caught Sonico coming in. Buckle bomb! Man, a little bit too much in the striking game from Sonico. And Ethan charges through. Huge dropkick connects. Ethan is feeling it. Sonico has been dazed. And the knee connects in the corner. Follow through death belly driver. Could this be all? Hook of the leg deep and now an ear fall. Again, we're talking half a count away at most. And now I look in the eyes of Sonico and I see a man who's stunned. And Ethan is rising to the occasion. Ethan has proven he can hang with anybody up and down the Prestige roster if the opportunity presents itself, and Sonico is going limp. And this is a unusual plan as Ethan has choked and kicked Sonico square out of the ring. I don't think Ethan will be happy with a count out here. Wait a minute. Ethan the knife edge chop. Sonico felt that in a big way. I'm almost surprised Ethan didn't chop through that collectible poster. And we use a thick paper stock, ladies and gentlemen. But Sonico, a lot of what Sonico's done to Ethan, Ethan has responded to in kind. Suplex coming up. Nicely done. Float over into the cover. And Ethan didn't hook a leg on Sonico. That could be a mistake. One would argue a victory here for Ethan would be the biggest win in his prestige career, and I think there's a lot of merit to that. Point of the elbow, aim between the eyes. Faraway look in those eyes now from Sonico. And it's Ethan HD. Now he's wrestling more of an Ethan style, and Ethan's the kind of guy that can go any style with you. He's very versatile, but at the end of the day, you don't want to play to the strengths of Sonico, and Ethan's realized that at this point. And maybe contrary to my thought earlier, maybe Ethan will be happy with a count-out victory. We won't find out on this occasion. It looked like Ethan would have been content to end things then and there. Ethan, the forearm into the cover, and again, doesn't hook a leg. The forearm across the jaw certainly traps the head and neck and keeps that immobile, and is a little bit of an act of insult as well, or at least gamesmanship. From Ethan HD, much as these short kicks to the face are, but and Ethan's leaving the lower anatomy of Sonico exposed to get those big kickouts in, and Sonico's making the most of them. Sonico sent to the floor once again, but Ethan on the pursuit this time. Sonico catches Ethan coming out. Sonico going high risk. The double stomp right across the back. Every chance Sonico has to quicken the pace, he does. And now, the luchador going to follow through. Missile trap kick, incredible form. Now Sonico opening up with the striking game. Ethan is dazed, out on his feet, turning things around. No sling blade by Sonico. A brain buster. Will it be enough? Cover? No. You could tell Sonico thought that would be it. And I'm certainly not surprised. We've seen the competitive nature we have out of both these men. I think Sonico was surprised in that moment, but certainly with Ethan's resume and his body of work, you got to expect this coming, much as you would from Sonico as well. And Ethan, able to break free from the grip of Sonico, going double underhook. Sonico put the brakes on. The high kick raised the top of the head of Sonico, but didn't do enough. Sonico adjusts to the full Nelson. Ethan elbows free, springboard side kick, and X-Rider on the temple. Sonico a rough landing as well, and an ear fall again. This time it's Ethan's turn to be in shock as Sonico rolls to the floor, quite unbecoming of him. As Ethan goes springboard moonsault. That high risk paid off. Sonico never saw it coming, and Ethan HD could be feeling, some may call it an upset. It may be the only person in Prestige Ethan could wrestle and have it be an upset, but man, we could be a heartbeat away. right to the spine. Running, shooting star, Ethan's got him though. Man, what's it gonna take to put one of these athletes away? Sonico in a bad way. Ethan, let's be honest, not much better, but he's at a vertical base. That gives him the advantage. Ethan. Well, the stomp game didn't pay off this time. Both men looking for an advantage center ring. Sonico, reverse Hurricane Rana. But what did that take out of Sonico? Was that a beginning of a comeback or a last-ditch effort? And Sonico. The foot got caught, Ethan with the knee. And knee. Looked like it caught Sonico on the side of the jaw. Package pile driver. Can he get Sonico this time? Sonico, I think he knows if this pile driver connects, this match is over. Sonico, what? Standard! Oh, standard pile driver. This could do it. Oh, no. Now into the package pile driver. No, no, a power bomb. No! Oh, I swear to you, I thought that was it. And this is just the first match.
This is awesome! This is awesome! This is awesome! This is awesome!
What a way to kick off Prestige's relationship with Portland. Ethan head of Steve got caught. Sonico traps him with a DDT. Will this be all? No! And you can see these men are ready to rip each other's heads off, but they can't keep one another down for the elusive 3 count. A defiant gesture by Ethan. Sonico! Was that the death blow? Knees to the back of the head. Sonico finds a way to survive.
Here's the winner, Sonico!
Sonico the victor. Hell, Sonico the survivor. This matchup could have gone either way. This contest, you didn't know these athletes going in. You're never going to forget them after this encounter. The ace of Prestige survives. We'll see if he survives No Lives Matter. August 2nd in Spokane with Sue Young against Drexel and Christina Von Eerie. Certainly, both these men's respect for one another. Very evident and well-deserved. But Sonico is the man, but what state will he be in? Following No Lives Matter August 2nd, we'll find out. It's Sonico and Sue Young against Drexel and Christina Von Eerie.